Back in studio, Joe Musso alongside Bryant McFadden here with a bit of history. Saquon Barkley, there wasn't room for him in one room. There's plenty of room in Philadelphia. He has defined that offense this season, goes past the 2,000-yard mark. How do you celebrate this feat?
Wow, unbelievable year for one of the more talented running backs in the National Football League. And the luxury that we had the opportunity of watching with Saquon is what he could do when he has solid function offensive production around him in terms of personnel, in terms of play calling. Because we saw flashes here or there throughout his time with the New York Giants, but the inability to have a solidified offensive line unit to work from behind really hampers some of his production. Go to Philly. Not only does he have a sound offensive line to work from behind, but also outstanding quarterback play that led to a career year for Saquon, surpassing 2,000 yards on the ground. And to your point, Joe, we don't know if he's done just yet because there's still some top seeding implications on the line for the Eagles.
Angle for that one, perhaps.
Perhaps if Detroit loses to San Francisco, right?
It would be Detroit losing out and a Minnesota loss to Green Bay in Week 17. Not a simple path, but still an available path for Philadelphia to get to that one seed.
Yeah, but in all, what he's done up until this point has been magnificent. He has really revitalized the running back position, a position that has been devalued for such a long time. And Philly fans, they love the fact that the Giants did not want Saquon Barkley, because what we're seeing right now with Saquon Barkley, this is a team in the Philadelphia Eagles, I'll say it right now, they have championship-like aspirations because he makes everything around them better in terms of the passing game, in terms of the offensive line play, in terms of the pass catchers. Saquon is the engine for their truck, and when he is rolling, the offense is rolling in a day where they didn't have their franchise quarterback in Jalen Hurts. Kenny Pickett did what he was supposed to do. Got injured, Tanner McKee comes in, didn't miss a beat as well. But when you have a running game like they have with Saquon Barkley, everything moves easier within the offense.
So just to reiterate here, for them to be alive for that one seed in Week 18, they need Detroit to lose in Week 17. They also need Minnesota to lose to Green Bay in Week 17. Still alive.
Yep. So they will be watching
how it plays out. They need the 49ers
this afternoon.
And they need the Green Bay Packers. That would keep them alive heading into Week 18, which is a matchup with the New York Football Giants, who are looking for a one seed. So plenty still at stake, different things, but Saquon Barkley, again, passes 2,000 yards here in Week 17, something to celebrate. And with that, not to overshadow, a division title here for Philadelphia 11 times in the last 24 seasons. It's one that they pass around year after year, but it certainly seems like this quarter century sort of belongs to the Eagles right now, Mac, as they collect yet another one. Some time for their quarterback to get right. You talked about Super Bowl aspirations. Complete package from Philadelphia right now.
No question, complete package. You know, when you look at their pass schedules, they have two wide receiver ones in A.J. Brown and Smitty, Devontae Smith. You know, not even having Dallas Goedert in the lineup, they're still getting sound production. You talk about Saquon Barkley, we know what he's meant, but look at the defense. Vic Fangio has done a phenomenal job in getting structure on all three levels of their defense with a lot of young players that have been playing like big-time vets, and not to mention some of the sprinkle of vets that they have on the defense as well. Remember, they don't have Brandon Graham. Right? He's been out for some months now. They haven't missed a beat. Just imagine if he was in this lineup as well. But what they've done, looking at taking care of the division, getting the hats and the T-shirts today, winning the NFC East, now having their eyes set on the playoffs, and they will have a home game, at least one, the link. That's huge for Philadelphia's chances to be able to get to New Orleans when it's all said and done for the Super Bowl.
When we look at this Eagles team moving forward, yes, they can beat anybody in the NFL, and it goes through Saquon Barkley. How do you weigh those two things heading into Week 18? If there is that outside chance, yeah, he's going to be on the football field. If not, what does the record mean? Do you put him on a football field knowing you're locked into the two?
No. It doesn't make any sense, because the only reason I think Saquon should play in the final week of the season, if you have an opportunity to get the #1 seed, if you have an opportunity to have that first round bye and have everything go through Philadelphia. But if Detroit wins, of course, Green Bay wins, either or, it doesn't make any sense to have Saquon out there playing in a meaningless football game for a potential record. I understand records are very, very important, but the most important record that you should be chasing is trying to add another championship to your arsenal there within the organization.